Hi, can I just get a large cappuccino?
Yeah.
That's it, thank you.
Hello, please.
Thank you very much, mate. Have a good one.
2 years ago, I packed up my entire life from East London and I moved to a new area which at the time I had never heard of. All because I was starting a new job. And I've always said that's probably one of the craziest things I've ever done in van life. Packing up my van, leaving everything behind to start somewhere new. A fresh start. And I've always loved that. And it was in this McDonald's car park I spent my first night here because I had no idea where to park. I didn't know where all the park ups were. This was a totally alien area to me. And yeah, it was here that I spent my first night. But the job that brought me here, I've now lost. And as some of you may know, I recently became a postman for the Royal Mail. And funny enough, it's in the same area. I didn't really mean for that to happen. They just had a vacancy around here, so I took it. But here's the thing. Today, I have left the Royal Mail because a new job opportunity has come up and I took it. Which means I now have to leave the place that I have called home for the last 2 years. 2 years. Man, life is just flying by. But it's a pretty bittersweet ending. Although I am excited to start my new chapter, I'm gonna miss this place, and it's just sad to see it go, really. So my initial idea for this video was to answer some questions on my drive to my new job location. I recently put a post out on YouTube asking people to send in some questions, and I was going to answer them on the drive. However, I am finding it a bit difficult driving and trying to read questions and bloody answer them. So I think it's best that I just drive to the job location, park up, and then just answer some questions. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to read some questions and then shoot off some answers. I'm probably not going to answer them all. I've got about 50 odd questions. So if I don't mention your question in this video, I'll make sure I reply to it on the actual post. Do you find colleagues judge you differently when you say you live in a van? I think it's excellent, bro. In my last office job, I told people straight away that I lived in my van. And it got kind of a mixed reception. Some people thought it was cool, but I could tell that some people thought it was pretty strange. So I think with this new job that I'm about to start, I'm probably just gonna keep it to myself, you know? Keep work life and personal life separate. What were your biggest issues working full-time whilst living in a van? So I've never really had an issue working full-time and living in the van, but this question is really relevant to why I ended up leaving the Royal Mail. Normally I would work an office job, and with an office job, you know, you've got set days. You work Monday to Friday, 8 AM till 4 PM, and you just kind of knew what was up. And normally an office would offer a bit of flexibility, you know, there's the chance to work remotely. With the Royal Mail, as much as I loved it, with that sort of job, you physically have to be there to do it, which obviously I knew when I took it in the first place. But I think in the long run, I would start to feel a bit stuck because I was working on a rota, and sometimes I would have odd days off, like Monday and a Wednesday. So it meant I couldn't really do anything in my van, because I physically had to be there on the Tuesday to do the job. So I kind of felt like I was anchored to that one spot. Whereas in an office job, I can potentially do the job from anywhere as long as I've got an internet connection. Do you ever doubt your current lifestyle, and does it make you question your choices in the past? Do I doubt my current lifestyle? No, not really. I mean, I love the van. I love what it's gave me in terms of being able to go on adventures, give me a sense of freedom. Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, it is rough in the winter, but you know, winter's only for a few months. As for do I question my choices in the past, the only question I'd have is why didn't I do van life earlier? I wish I did. How do you see society as a collective before and after as a van lifer? Oh man, that is a deep question. That question has layers. How do I see society? If you asked me this 6 months ago, my answer would be pretty different. Normally I see society as pretty selfish and self-absorbed. However, when I lost my job and everyone came together to help me out, you know, it opened my eyes that there are still some really good people out there who are willing to help a stranger, which I thought was, yeah, it was amazing. But saying that, sometimes when I'm driving down a country lane and I see a lay-by and someone has thrown all their crap into it, sofas, beds, just shite, it really, really winds me up again. But I guess in short, you can't really say society is a collective because there's good and there's bad wherever you go. And the great thing about living in a van is if you're near the bad ones, you can just drive off and distance yourself from the arseholes. Will you be doing more videos anytime soon, i.e. to a schedule? Yeah, well, when I first started YouTube, you know, it was the first time I was ever moving into a van. So it was all new and exciting, and I wanted to show how I built the van, where I used to park up, what I would eat, finding a Tesco's to have a shower. You know, it was exciting, and I did more sort of vloggy videos. But these days, you know, I'm trying to go for quality over quantity. Every video I produce, I want it to be just that little bit better than the last one. Which, you know, from people's feedback, a lot of people say how they love, you know, my videos and how I'm doing them. So, you know, if I make videos at a slower pace and it means my YouTube channel won't grow, then, you know, so be it. that doesn't bother me at all. I just enjoy making the videos, to be honest. All right, last one, because I think I'm about to lose the sun. What are your long-term van life dreams? Ooh, so this is something I have been thinking about, because realistically, I'm probably not gonna live in a van for like the rest of my life. I'm in my early 30s still, you know, touch wood, I've got many, many more years to go. So it has got me thinking lately, like, what am I kind of working towards? So I have always had this dream of one day maybe buying a cottage in the countryside. And I've had this dream since, you know, I was like a teenager. You know, you never know. Maybe one day I will get that cottage, and it'll be because of van life I was able to save that money. Because in reality, who can save a deposit now these days? So, you know, maybe that's somewhere, maybe that's a road I will take. Right, we are losing the sun and I'm just waffling on. So I'm gonna do a quick fire round to finish this off. Why haven't we collabed yet? I don't know, dude, you've got my email. Email me if you wanna meet up. Have you ever been to Scotland? Yes, I loved it. And there's a video on my page if you wanna check it out. And I'm hoping to go there again this year. If you had to create a dating profile for your van, what would it say? Oh, I don't know. I haven't done online dating in years. Size doesn't matter. You know, doesn't matter how big it is. The van, of course, that's what I'm talking about. What problems did you get with car insurance when you started using the Kangoo as a motorhome instead? I never told them. Same with this van. This van's still got normal van insurance. I haven't got motorhome insurance. Do you have a hairy chest? No. Well, maybe a little bit. Right, that's it. That's the questions. The questions are done. I don't know how good that is, but the questions are done. Already found myself a local gym. So I'm gonna go give that a go and grab a shower.
Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels singing.
Just to let you guys know, I am working on 3 major projects this year, and these videos will just have a bit of a longer time scale to create. I don't want to give away too much, but one of the videos I started recording in January and it won't be finished till June. It's basically documenting that whole time frame of like 6 odd months or however long. January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, 6 months. So keep an eye out for those. I'm really enjoying making them and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. But I will be sprinkling in other videos in between, so there's not massive gaps between my uploads. But yeah, thanks for watching this video and I hope to see you in the next one.